Why is Johnnyswim's performance of Take the World awesome? Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, and I'm going to help you sing and perform more like the top artists around the world. I'm a professional voice teacher, performance coach, and opera stage director. I've helped thousands of singers around the world learn the techniques and methods that got the top singers to where they are. So I get asked a lot, what are the groups, who are the people that you listen to when I'm just listening to music for fun? And I listen to a lot of different people. But recently, I've really come to love Johnnyswim. I love a lot of their songs, and I just love their sound, their style, and what they do. I think it's really cool. So I wanted to share it with you today and talk about what makes it so awesome. The tricky thing is, when I'm listening to something for fun, I turn off my critic brain usually, and I just find what I gravitate towards too. So if someone were to ask me specifically when I'm in that mode and when I like the singers that I like, when I'm just listening by myself and not listening for any specific reason, it takes me a moment to figure it out. So I'm really interested to discover, as I'm watching them, what it is about them that draws me to them. So let's discover together what makes them so awesome.
We don't need calligraphy to write a fancy story. Kings and queens would turn to thieves to find what we've been holding. You and me, we can take the world.
Okay, do you see any signs of stress, pushing, force, tension? Nah? She's just communicating. What makes it sound professional is the consistency of her airflow. She's not punching the high notes. She's keeping kind of this feeling of slide between all of them. You can practice it by taking a slow slide up to a note and back down and speeding it up until you feel like you're sliding up to it, but it's happening so fast we can't hear it. And she's just keeping everything super relaxed and tapping into the natural accents of the words, meaning the words that would naturally be accented if we were talking and just speaking. She's letting that play out as she's singing too. So gorgeous. You'll notice they're just standing there at mics doing their thing. They're not like dancing around, jumping around with crazy stuff all over the place, but it's still gorgeous and captivating so far. Love it.
Sweethearts give sweet compliments, but our love goes without saying. Though you make it hard not to spill my heart every time those hips go swaying.
Okay, so a few things here. Number one, he's keeping it relatively easy, keeping that breath flow super consistent. He's not pushing the high notes. He's just letting it glide through it, right? Gorgeous. You'll notice we got this upper two smile thing going on. Hard is what he's saying. He's barely, if at all, touching the R's that are inside a word, like hard. He's not going hard, he's going hard. Then the A part of the word hard has a lot of A in it. Hard, right? It's not hard, hard. That lets it come out easy, consistent, clean, clear. So great. Also, what I love about him is that he's just communicating. You can tell he means what he says. He's looking at his partner here, which I'm guessing might be his wife. I have no idea. I don't know their story very well, other than there's a song where at the end we hear a little kid start singing along, which is adorable. Love it. So try it. Try mentally making the switch from trying to sing to sound pretty or sound good or sound right or impress to just using song and singing as a way to communicate. And forget about all the intensity and stress and work and that it's got to be something totally different, and see what happens. First, I think you're going to find it more enjoyable. B, I think you're going to notice that your body knows how to sing and make sounds a lot easier than you think it does. It requires a lot less micromanagement than you think. That said, there are probably things that you've picked up over time or that you haven't learned yet that will help make it easier. So I don't want to neglect that or have you think that a voice teacher can't help you sing easier and that all you have to do is sing to communicate. That's not what I mean to express. But I notice a lot of people working on all these techniques and working so hard that they're just not achieving the final result they want because they don't realize that all those techniques, all those tools are to serve the communication and not the other way around.
And me, we can take the world.
'Cause they can write stories and they can sing songs, but they don't make fairy tales sweeter than ours. And they can climb mountains high into the sky, oh, but they can't take the world. No, like we can take the world.
Ain't it?
One thing that's interesting, if you listen to her sing, and this is in a lot of her songs, you hear that little bit of raspiness, that extra airy white noise quality that'll come out, kind of in the middle higher range especially. It might be a choice. It might be a sound quality she's choosing for this style of music. It wouldn't be out of character, and it doesn't sound like a mistake. I'll be honest, I kind of like it. I'm not sure that it's super healthy vocally, or a sign that her voice is super healthy. In fact, if I was to hear that with a student that came in, I might encourage them to go see a doctor to make sure there isn't vocal damage there, or to ask them and see if there was past vocal damage there, because there is kind of a sound quality there that might indicate that. But you'll notice she's singing really easy on it still. She's not trying to push through it or force through that. She's trying to let the air and trust the air to consistently take her through the melody without having to force it. And the analogy that we've used in the past in these videos, but I want to bring it up here again, is for many of us in our brain, we think that if we just work hard enough, we'll be able to hit the high note. That's kind of like saying if you pluck that guitar string hard enough, you're going to get a higher pitch. No, you get a higher pitch by moving your fingers up on the fretboard closer towards the body of the guitar, right? That's what's going to make a higher pitch. The position, not so much how hard you're plucking the string. Same thing going on here. It's more about the position of the vocal folds and their thickness or thinness and tautness and length and shortness. That's going to affect that pitch, not how hard you're pushing at it. In fact, if you push at it super hard, it might buy you an extra note or two, but it's going to end up robbing you of all the notes that are up above that you could sing if you just kept it consistent and easy. And I think they're both just doing such a gorgeous job there. I love their ability to stay in the smooth, consistent airflow balance and yet be so expressive and really pull out the important words in a way that makes it so easy to follow what they're trying to say. Love it.
Just like love to find us, ain't it? Just like love. Ain't it just like love to find us? Oh.
Notice now she's not in this breathy place anymore. She's nya nya nya. Ain't it? Right? Is where she's going with it. It's really this ah in the back, really buzzy in the front, a little bit of air traveling fast. Not compressing and getting tight, but just being efficient and going through those vocal folds. She's giving a lot of resistance and support there. Love it. She's not pushing it. She's just creating the space and the support so that sound can happen in a way that sounds free and hopefully feels free and easy to her as well. My real question in terms of what we're seeing is this. Do you believe that they mean what they're saying? The more you can answer yes to that you just see that you see real people up on stage really meaning what they're saying, that's what the audience really wants. They don't need a huge song and dance and crazy lights and fog. Don't get me wrong. That's super fun and super entertaining and can be really cool, right? I'm not trying to downplay that because it definitely has its place and time and purpose. But realize that ultimately the goal and what is going to be most satisfying to the audience is going to be seeing real people up on stage, really meaning what they're singing and really believing in what they're trying to communicate. And trying to do it with as least stress and tension as possible. Now, depending on the style or genre and kind of the visual world we're in, there are exceptions to that for sure. But especially with this song that's so chill, we don't want any tension that we don't need. We do want clarity in sound, which she's giving us now, because it gives us more intense emotion, but we don't want push or force. Love what they're doing.
Just like love, ain't it just like love, ain't it just like love? 'Cause I ain't trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime
You notice how we went to that high note? He actually didn't push it out. Notice what kept it forward and clean though? We're not going, your name. Upper tooth smile, dropped that jaw, kept that tongue forward, and it kept that placement forward. So it didn't sound like this flipped to a totally super weak place. It stayed soft and quiet, just like everything else, but it also stayed forward and present at the same time. Give it a try. See if it helps you get those clean, clear forward notes.
hook up, hang out, just chill, just chill, just chill.
I wanna give you wild love, the kind that never slows down. I wanna take you higher, let our hearts be the only sound. I wanna go where the lights burn low and you're only mine. I wanna give you wild love. Yeah, I wanna give you wild love.
Okay, so you're noticing here, we aren't hearing that same kind of thing. We are hearing a little bit of rasp and white noise in there. I'm not thinking it's damage. I think there's more just the color she's going for, and the kind of sound and stylistic quality. It does have kind of a character to it that is really endearing and, to me, really attractive. I think I really like it. Go figure. There's a part of me where my classical voice side of my brain is coming out being like, don't say that, don't say that. That's not good, that's not healthy. But I'll be honest, there's something about it that I think is really lovely and sounds really genuine and real to me. That said, you'll notice she's not pushing a ton. There are moments where you see a little bit of stress or tension pop real fast there. I would bet that's probably tongue tension that's wanting to creep in every once in a while. The tongue is this mischievous thing that plagues singers everywhere, and trying to keep it out of the way and from getting tight and tense is a battle for most people their entire careers. It's a beastie. So I'm not trying to say anything negative in that way. I'm just in my brain trying to explore, what is that rasp, and is it unhealthy, or is there a healthy way to get that? And I think there are healthy ways to get it, but I'm wondering, is she doing it healthily? And maybe that's one of the things that intrigues me about them is I'm not sure I can decide off the top of my head, because I keep hearing things back and forth that make me argue back and forth in my head. So I probably wouldn't know for sure until I got her in the studio and did some diagnostic stuff to really see what's going on. I'm not going to see her in the studio. She's not going to take voice lessons with me because she's doing some awesome stuff here. Don't get me wrong. If you end up watching this and you want to, I would love to work with you. Love your voice. Love what you do. Anyways, you get the point. On we go.
Might be all the time we have for y'all today. We'll keep going. It would take a lot to take me away from you. Ain't nothing that 100 men or more could ever do.
See how on the mic he is?
Rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa.
I got a condo in Manhattan.
Hey.
Baby girl, what's happening?
Hey. Ain't it just like love? Ain't it just like love?
'Cause they can write stories, yeah, and they can sing songs, but they don't make fairy tales much sweeter than ours.
Oh, they can climb mountains high into the sky, but they could take the world.
Oh no, like we can take the world, yeah. da 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 da, la da 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 da.
Thank you.
Love the little bit they put in there from Toto, the Africa, little riffs and moments in there. I guess one of the things that I love is you can tell that they have a really clear idea of why they're singing what they're singing, what they're imagining, what they're thinking, and they're playful with it. It's this kind of serious playfulness, right? Where they really mean what they're saying and be genuine and authentic, but they're also free and flexible enough to play and to just have interaction back and forth and with the audience, and they just seem like all they care about is sharing what they have to offer and being genuine themselves. And I guess that's something that I love and I just think is amazing. And if you're wondering, well, that doesn't sound that amazing, well, my response would be that try doing that on stage with a bunch of people watching and cameras in your face, and you're going to notice that it's pretty amazing. And there are some people that just naturally can do that and feel comfortable doing that, but the way they're able to capture that with their voices as well and keeping things smooth and consistent but still expressive and just so easy on the ears. Love it. Absolutely love them. So give them a check out. You can find them on Spotify. You can find them here on YouTube. You can find them all over the place. And I just love them. I think they're awesome. Love a lot of their songs and think that they deserve more attention because they're awesome. For some reason, Johnnyswim, if you end up watching this, thank you for your music. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let me help you find your voice. If you're looking to sing easier, perform more consistently, feel more confident, or if you're wanting help knowing what to do with your body to feel more confident and comfortable, natural, organic, expressive, book a lesson with me at foundyourvoice.com. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Comment down below with what you thought was awesome about them, the songs that you like, the other artists that you love and want to hear me react to. I want to hear what you have to say. If anything else, go out today, have a wonderful day, focusing on being genuine and authentic, calm, comfortable, relaxed, playful, and enjoy the life and the beauty that's around you. See you next time.